Jeffrey Allen Weissite, condemned to die if his appeals are denied. Before his execution, he will spend his remaining days as inmate number 108004. After receiving the death penalty, as Weissite took the elevator down, he nearly brought the county's budget down with him.
We tried the case, we won the case, and we got the desired result. But we got 1% of the funding that was allocated. That doesn't seem right.
Our defense costs, not the total county cost by any means. Probably going to top out about $700,000.
The county's estimated total cost of the Weissite trial could top $1.1 million.
We literally took money out of any available avenue that we had.
Vandenberge County Prosecutor Nick Herman and Vandenberge County Chief Public Defender Stephen Owens
It's an awesome responsibility.
were on opposing sides of the Weissite trial, and they remain on opposite sides of an issue they say goes far beyond Weissite. Vandenberge County is part of the state's public defender program. It was established to ease the burden of the costs associated with providing a public defender to those who qualify. The state reimburses 40% of non-death penalty cases and 50% of death penalty cases. State records show the County Public Defender's Office spent $2.9 million in 2012, including Weissite's death penalty case. The state reimbursed the county a little more than $1 million. That left the county to pay the remaining $1.9 million. The budget for the prosecutor's office last year was $1.7 million.
It just doesn't seem right that we got less than $2 million and defense spent $3 million, and they're on half as many cases. Now I know that's probably skewed because of Weissite in particular, but it's something that we need to look at. And if we're going to have increased police patrols, increased sheriff's department, and they're doing their job and being more and more effective, then we're going to get more and more cases, and that's what you've seen.
If they do the investigation, they do the testing, that is not included within the prosecutor's funding, but it's things that are available to him that are not available to us. I can't pick up the phone and call the state police lab and say, please test this for me.
While they may disagree on funding and budgets, Herman and Owens don't necessarily disagree on caseloads. To stay within compliance of the state's public defender program, state law caps the number of cases each public defender can handle. For example, the number of A, B, and C felonies is capped at 150. The number of D felonies is capped at 200, both of which are significantly lower than the caseloads of deputy prosecutors. That brings up another dilemma Herman faces. The number of deputy prosecutors compared to the number of felony filings have been going in opposite directions. Since 2008, there has been a 28% increase in felony filings and a 15% decrease in the number of deputy prosecutors, not to mention a steady decline in funding from the cash-strapped county.
It's just really about, can we tie the staffing level to something? I don't care what. But if the number of public defenders goes up, if the number of cases goes up, whatever it is, we need to tie our staffing level to that so that we can stay at an appropriate level.
Prosecutor controls how many cases he files. We don't. So if he decides he's going to be a proactive prosecutor and most of the things that are presented to his office are going to be filed as felonies, he controls that function.
We have obviously bitter disappointments.
He's the county prosecutor.
We have times that we're very excited.
It's crushing.
And he's a former deputy prosecutor.
This job has a lot of highs and it has a lot of lows.
But they've both found themselves on each side of a verdict. For as much as they are different, they are a lot alike, even if they found themselves on the opposite ends of Jeffrey Allen Weissite.
Tough case. Tough verdict. I still think about that case.